Hello everybody, how's everybody doing? This is a strange time for all of us, and I hope everyone's healthy and safe and sequestered in a safe space and just doing all right in general. I'm not going to comment too much on what's going on out there in the world because I think we all know, I think we're all on the same page. And since we're all together in this as well, this whole brand new online learning thing that we're going to try and do for the rest of the semester, because it didn't start out as an online class. I didn't write an online class, and here we are about to change midstream into an online class. So we all need to be patient and bear with one another as this stuff rolls out. It's going to be a little wonky and weird at first, but hopefully we'll be able to engage in it and get something out of it. All of us, including me. This is my studio, by the way, if you hadn't guessed already. This is something that I'm working on right here. Yes, teal and orange. Told you it works. It's not done yet. When it's done, I'll post it to like Instagram and stuff, and you guys should follow me on Instagram anyway. If not, I'll let you know where you can see this. At any rate, so with regard to the email that I sent out today, which is St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. Just want to talk a little bit about the formats of how we're going to be doing this, as well as the assignments and the rest of the syllabus and everything going forward for the rest of the semester. I'm addressing everybody here, meaning both my illustration survey class and my visual narratives class, just in this video alone, because the rules are going to be, apply the same to both classes. After that, you'll be getting your own separate videos specific to your class. But what I want to do is I'm going to be going through the slides that I have already loaded in my regular, offline viewer thing that I normally do in class. And I'll be narrating over the top of that. So I'll basically be recording the whole screen. Once in a while, I might show myself to talk to you in this fashion, except I'll be using photo booth, because that's the thing that you can incorporate into the screen. Only problem with that is that it's just really low res and kind of wonky. So there's not going to be a ton of that. It's going to be just more of like looking at the slides and my voiceover. And as opposed to you responding to me face to face, which you can't, I'm going to be opening up the discussion forum in Blackboard specifically for that day's lecture, which will be open for 48 hours for participation. So it will count as participation and will also count as attendance during that 48-hour slot. There will be a couple of prompts with regard to the lecture material that you're going to be seeing, so you can respond in kind in the discussion forum. And like your essays, like the way that in which I want you to write to me normally, be as colloquial as possible, as if we were speaking face to face. That would be great. It kind of just bring the personal back into this impersonal format that we have to deal with right now. So be on the lookout for that coming your way soon. And with regard to the assignments going forward, oh, by the way, illustration survey people, I've received a few emails from you today with regard to the children's book assignment being due today, which would have been the day that we were back in class. And some of you have already handed that in, which is awesome. Thank you. And some of you are thinking that since the spring break has been extended to the 23rd, that it would be due then. That will be the ultimate due date on it now. And I didn't really even think about that because I was too busy thinking about this. So if you've handed it in, great. And if you haven't, please send it to me by the 23rd. With regard to the format for how everybody, visual narratives class included, is going to be sending me stuff, and I mentioned that in the email, a Word document would be preferable, just because it's easier to make notes and do emendations right into the document, as opposed to a PDF, which is kind of locked up. I mean, I have a version of Acrobat that's just really poor, and I'd rather not mess with it. And Pages, I just can't do it all because my old wasn't expired, and I'm not willing to renew yet another word processing program that's a total redundancy. So please, at the very least, get me a PDF of your essays, but optimally, it could be, or it should be, a Word document. No penalties if it's not, but it'd be preferable if you want, especially if you want some notes on what you've written to me and not just a straight up grade. I'll just try and do my best on that going forward as well. Because if it's not totally universal, if I can make notes on some people's stuff and not make some on others, that's going to feel a little bit lopsided to me. And I'll have to take that into account and see what I can do from there. You know, this whole thing is going to be a work in progress for a couple of classes anyway. But as far as like the material that you're getting is concerned, that should be pretty easy to deal with. The slide format you're used to, always sending you links to movies and things like that, which Visual Narratives has already been involved in, so you know how to deal with that. Speaking of, you guys in Visual Narratives, the slides that I'll be sending you, if you recall earlier in the semester, we were doing visual narrative analyses on 2D images. There were a lot of like older paintings and stuff. I had a bunch of like newer, more contemporary things that I wanted to look at, but didn't have time because the in-class discussions were pretty lengthy with regard to a lot of the assignments that we were doing, which is great. I was really happy about that, but I couldn't build the visual narrative analyses slides back into those particular classes because we were just running out of time every single time. So now we have the time and ability to do it. So I'd like to get back into some of that as well. So be looking out for that. As far as illustration survey goes, I already have a lot of slides preloaded that I can talk over, and that's not going to change all that much either. So just keep your eyes peeled for emails and announcements on Blackboard. I will try and remember to send out an email in advance of announcements, just so that there's a redundancy built in so nobody misses anything. And we'll just kind of go from there. So again, I hope everyone's doing all right. Please let me know if there are any problems with technology or anything going forward. Look for emails/announcements by the end of the week, towards the end of the week, and so because I'm gonna kind of continue to beta test the format of what I've got planned for everybody, and once I feel good about that, I'll let everybody know that I'm ready to go, and things should start getting uploaded on Tuesday, the 23rd, so that we can, get back to work again, and hopefully, we can get something out of this, like I said. So everybody be safe. Have a happy St. Patrick's Day if you celebrate that. And I'm going to go do that right now, in fact. And I will speak to you very soon. Take care. Be well.